Welcome back for example 1 of 1-4. So remember, we need three requirements to get full credit on these word problems: a horizontal number sentence, work and a correct answer, and an answer sentence. So example 1. You owe $225 on your credit card. You make a $55 payment, then purchase $87 worth of clothes using your credit card. What is the integer that represents the balance owed on the credit card? So, a couple of things here. First off, integer, telling me positive or negative whole number. This definition is not going away. That's going to be a definition you need to know in 9th grade also. So the sooner you memorize that, the happier you're going to be. And the balance owed, if I owe something, most cases, actually in all cases, that is represented by a negative number. So that's just a little heads up to me that my answer probably should be negative, and if not, then you need to double check something. You did something wrong. Okay, so first thing, we want to get ourselves a horizontal number sentence. So you owe $225. What number, what integer could you write down to represent owing $225? Well, we just talked about owing something as a negative, so I'm going to start with that negative 225. So then you make a $55 payment. So you're making a payment towards the money that you owe on that credit card. It's like you owe that card or you owe that company $225. You're giving them 55 of that. So that would be represented as a positive or a plus 55. But then you're going to JCPenney's and you're purchasing $87 worth of clothes and you're putting that on your credit card also. So that's an additional money that you owe now. So purchasing $87 more is putting your balance up. So that's going to be represented by a minus 87. So boom, right there you've got 1 point already because you have a nice horizontal number sentence. So order of operations, when I have all addition or subtraction here, it tells me to work in order from left to right. So the first piece I'm going to start with is that negative 225 plus 55. And in this case, you can absolutely be using your calculator with these word problems. So just keep in mind your calculator is going to look a little different than mine. Okay, so in your calculator, you have to press the negative button first, then 225 plus 55 gives you 170. So now this is how you're going to get that credit for the second part, is by showing me this in-between step. So you added these two and you got negative 170. So take a second, write that down, carry down my minus 87, and then go back to your calculator and do that last step. So negative 170 minus 87 more is giving me negative 257. So the integer that represents the balance owed on the credit card is negative 257, is the integer to represent the amount owed. Boom, all full credit. You've got a horizontal number sentence, which I'm going to take a second to point out using blue. That's not blue. Blue. This is your number sentence. This is your work. And this is your answer sentence. Boom. Full credit.